The most recent survey of interwar foreign British policy in the British foreign policy, the strategic and economic problems in Manchester, Britain, in the interwar period are all covered. And the historical offers a stimulating, if somewhat controversial view of the decline in defending the British Empire from any empire superpower in London and the British naval mastery, the factors shaping British appeasement policies and the appeasement and the origins of World War, to examine and critically examine the difficulties inherent in the policy of deterrence, and the two relatively recent studies of interwar foreign policy and the bid for power in Europe. The defense policy is clearly outlined with the two studies, and the useful collection of interwar period are covered in the estrangement in the century. Historical accounts usually begin with the assassinations in the Sarajevo, and to understand that gunshots may seem to be almost on an unbroken chain of events and decisions that lead to the outbreak of war. Events and decisions that suggest that what happens inevitably had to lead to war. But it was not so. A general war, and it was inevitable that the outcome of the killings, in the contrary, it is an argument that the assassinations ended in war because some military and political leaders intentionally made them do that. And it might be argued that the killings were turned into a pretext for war. Some prominent politicians and military leaders in the capital convinced the skeptical minds that war was advisable. It should be added that it also the perception that the European war, those political and military leaders who wanted war did not get the war they went for. Instead of the localized war, they get something else, the general war. Oh God, I stand before thee, knowing all my deficiencies and overwhelmed by thy greatness and majesty. But thou hast commanded me to pray to thee, and hast suffered me to offer homage to thine exalted name, according to the measure of my knowledge, and to lay my supplication before thee. Thou knowest best what is for my good. If I recite my wants, it is not to remind thee of them, but only so that I may understand better how great is my dependence upon thee. If then I ask thee, is because I am ignorant? Thy choice is better than mine, and I submit myself to thine unalterable decrees and thy supreme direction. O Lord, my heart is not haughty, nor mine eyes lofty, neither do I exercise myself in great matters, or in things too wonderful for me. Surely I have stilled and quieted my soul like a weaned child. The charm of the consistent subject matter in which dogmatics are associated with the simplest spiritual force. In the first 4 lines, we have a picture of God. The eternal God existed before the creation of the world, existed still when the world shall cease to be. Between the eternal past and the eternal future comes the world of time. This is purely Jewish dogmatics. Aristotle held that the world was eternal. Judaism, that it was created. It is God alone who is eternal. Further, Judaism conceives of God as something apart from, outside of his world. He transcends man and the universe. Yet God is also immanent. He dwells within the human soul as well as within the world. God is not one with man, but akin to man. He is high above the world, yet nigh unto them that call upon him. The God who exists forever is proclaimed king when men acknowledge his kingship and show him the allegiance of worship and obedience. The God who stands high above creation is the one into whose hand man commits himself without fear. And his God is the only one with fear. And God blessed Noah. Genesis 9. Genesis 9. And God blessed Noah and his sons and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth, and the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, and upon all wherewith the ground teemeth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be for food for you. As the green herb I have given you. Only flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. And surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every beast will I require it. And at the hand of man, even at the hand of every man's brother, will I require the life of man. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God made he man. And you, be ye fruitful and multiply, swarm in the earth and multiply therein. And God spoke unto Noah and to his sons with him, saying, As for me, behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the fowl, the cattle, and every beast of the earth with you, of all that go out of the ark, even every beast of the earth, and I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of the flood. Neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And God said, This is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. I have set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring clouds over the earth, and the bow is seen in the cloud, that I will remember my covenant which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh, and the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, This is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all the flesh that is upon the earth. And the sons of Noah that went forth from the ark were Shem and Ham and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan. These three were the sons of Noah, and of these was the whole earth overspread. And Noah the husbandman began and planted the vineyard, and he drank of the wine and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. And his Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his two brethren without. And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon their shoulders, and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father, and their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him. And he said, Accursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. And he said, Blessed be the Lord, the God of Shem, and let Canaan be their servant. God enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan be their servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years, and all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. Holy, 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 holy is the Lord God Almighty.